It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Idiots Podcast.
Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schulz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots. First motherfucking show back for the new year, baby.
Yeah.
How'd you bring in the new year, man? Well, first of all, we got any church announcements?
Yes.
The announcements are a very important part of what we do in church.
TheAndrewSchulz.com. All the shows. We got the Road to the Special. You know the specials. April 11th and 12th. All 3 shows sold out. Thank y'all so much for that, man, in LA. So we got all the shows leading up to that where I'm getting it ready, man. So make sure you guys come out. It's the last time you get to see the Matador tour. This weekend we're in Tampa. I think it might be sold out, maybe a couple tickets left. Then next weekend we're in New Orleans. That's really big. I'm super excited. I fucking love New Orleans. One of my favorite cities in the world, man. So make sure you come out. The Joy Theater. We're there. And TheAndrewSchulz.com for all the dates. You go get the rest of them. We're going to be in your city.
I don't even know what the fuck I got going on. I do know on Friday at 7:30 p.m. I'm doing a screening for the Bad Boy for Life movie. So that's the 3rd installment in the Bad Boy sequel.
People still watch movies? People still go out to the movie theater? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're assuming that this is going to be a big event. You know, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence.
Right.
It was a super historic franchise. I mean, still is a super historic franchise, but at the time it was a
favorite movie.
It was a blockbuster franchise.
Blockbuster.
I don't know how that translates in 2020.
Martin was first billing on the first Bad Boys. That's what people don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Martin was the big star.
Yeah, probably the first time around.
Yeah.
I wonder by the second one it probably was equal.
It was Will. Nah, Will is still that's sick, man.
Yeah, I heard this time there was this discrepancy that it was like Will was getting like 15 and Martin was getting like 5 or 6, and I'm like, that's disrespectful.
Nah.
Even now?
Come on, you can't Monique it.
I don't think you got to. I think Martin and Will both culturally, if you're coming together to do a Bad Boy movie, it's not like Will has had a lot of blockbuster hits recently either.
Yeah, but Will still has that like social currency.
He just got that though.
No, the last 2 years.
And
he just dominated social. I mean, so it's like what currency, and I love Martin. Mm-hmm. I'm a Martin stan. Like, love Martin.
And the reruns of Martin never stopped.
Bro.
So Martin's been, like, relevant for generations now.
I don't know if reruns mean you're relevant.
Yeah, man. Kids love Martin.
Do they?
Yeah, because they play.
How many kids say?
But think about the networks they play it on. They play it on, like, MTV2, BT. So these are the people that are still watching Martin.
You watch Martin? You watch on reruns? Say again?
Well, she said, yeah, and I also grew up on Fresh Prince.
Oh, really?
I was saying they kid. You watch Martin, Jillian? See? But how old are you?
Interesting.
But then she's 22. Like, they still matter. Reruns matter, bro.
Maybe. No, reruns are great money. Syndication, that's all the money. I'm just saying Martin hasn't been in any big pictures recently. He hasn't been in any TV shows recently. You know, you could tell when
he was in that, he had that show on, what the fuck was it?
They tried to do
USA
something.
or some shit like that?
I think they tried to do something.
I don't remember.
But he's touring stand-up. Like, anytime a big artist starts touring, then shit ain't going right.
Well, he never was touring, though.
He started touring
was just
now.
hosting. Like, he would just come out there and be
you gotta
like,
be on tour
Martin!
to host. That's it. He was doing Charlamagne.
He wouldn't even tell no jokes. Word up.
That's a
How y'all doing out there? Y'all ready for Andrew Schulz?
Y'all ready for the first one?
But I don't know. Either way, I'm happy to see it. I'm doing the screening Friday.
I'm gonna watch it, man. I love those movies, man.
To the Brilliant Idiot listeners, if you follow me on like Instagram or something, shoot me a DM or I don't know. Do we have an email?
No.
I want to invite a few of the listeners. It's not a big screening room. It's like a 70 people screening room, so it's really like some cool
intimate
shit. Yeah. And I'm gonna be there to watch the movie because I want to see
this is a big deal, listeners, because anytime I ask Charlamagne if I can come to a screening, he said there's no seats.
That is not true.
That's what happens every time. I'll be like, yo, I need 4 seats. He's like, yo, it's tight.
The only funny thing is,
tight.
Andrew's asked me to come to one movie. Guess what it was? Black Panther.
Yeah. I was going to shoot that shit up. No, sir. The one white guy.
You know what's so funny?
Wakanda for never.
If any other white guy made that joke, I'd be like, yo, let's get him out of here. Pat him down. All right? Andrew might be the only white guy I trust to not do a mass shooting.
To not shoot up. I'm not that white.
Jesus Christ. All right, but yeah, this Friday, if DM me or something and I'll shoot you the link and the password to get in. I'm only going to do a few, but hit me up on the Instagram.
That's dope.
Now, where do we start, man?
How'd you bring in the new year?
I was in Anguilla.
Oh yeah,
you know my spot. You know I love to go to the beautiful island of AXA, man. Salute to all my Anguillan people. It's I've been going to Anguilla for several years now. I go like twice a year, sometimes 3, and it's like it's the illest shit in the world when you're in another country and people be like, "Welcome home, Charlamagne." You know what I mean? And they know my wife, and they like just happy to see us, and like, you know, the staff we use. Like we got like my man Tyrone, he's the chef. Like, like it's home. Like it literally does feel like home, and it's like, you know, like Duval pulled up for a couple of days.
I saw that. I saw you flexing Duval style with the drone.
That was his.
The big pullouts.
You know, I don't have no drone.
Oh, you don't?
I was Duval doing that shit. You couldn't tell it was Duval?
Say what?
You couldn't tell it was him?
Well, you guys were together.
Oh.
All you guys look simple. No, I'm shut up.
Like I don't know how to do that drone shit. That shit makes me want to get a drone though.
Yeah.
But I don't have the patience to carry that type of shit around, bro.
Yeah.
Like I be so in the moment.
But you got so many people with you that you could just be like, you have to carry the drone. Like Angelo. Where's the white kid? Oh, there it is.
Jesus Christ,
bro!
Andrew goes.
Yo, did you hear
Andrew
what he
goes,
just
"Where's
said?"
the white kid?" And he goes, "I'm half black."
No, but he said, "I'm half black." He said it in the most
just fuck your white side, bro.
Yo, real talk.
That's fucked up, bro. Like you can't just say fuck your white side like that. What did your daddy do to you?
Your dad's white.
Yeah, he's corny.
Wow.
Yo.
This is like the opposite of being black.
What's that? Wait, what's going on? What's going on?
He hates his white daddy.
You hate your white. You got to know him to hate him.
Christ. Well, now we had a ball. Duval pulled up. The homie Tiffany Williams pulled up. The homie Candida was out there with her husband Lamont and her daughter. Like it was fun, man. This is a good family affair.
Did Van
family
come?
and friend affair. Van was there. Van was there. Salute to Van. You know what I mean? It was good. It's
We
just
gotta get
always
Van
good.
on the pod, man. We gotta check in with Van.
He's gonna be here on the next 20 something.
Okay.
Yeah, not this week coming, but the next week after that he'll be here.
Yeah, we gotta check in on Van.
But I listen. As long as I live, I want to bring my New Year's in on the island.
Yeah.
For the rest of my life, like that's my plan. For the rest of my life, I'll be bringing my New Year's in Anguilla.
Wow.
I'm not like I don't care what job comes up. I don't care like. You know, what work, I'm not doing it. Like, you got to disconnect and take that time for yourself. My New Year's Eve, that's how I like to bring in my New Year's Eve. It just gives me a different peace of mind.
Right.
It just feels good.
You get charged up.
Get charged up, man.
Yeah.
What did you do on NYE?
So I went to Africa for the break.
Hey!
But not Black Africa.
Not Black Africa?
I went to Arabic Africa.
Arabic Africa.
We're moving down slowly.
Okay.
And so I went to Egypt.
So you went to French Montana's part.
I went to French's Africa.
Okay.
Yeah. And I went to Egypt and Morocco. So I did New Year's Eve in Morocco with my girl, and then we were in Egypt, Cairo, checking out the pyramids.
Funniest thing
Christmas.
Andrew sent me, he sent me a picture of the Sphinx.
The Sphinx.
The Sphinx, whatever the fuck.
The Sphinx is the guy that beat Ali.
It's a gas station.
Yeah.
But you so he was side by side with it.
Oh, this was great.
So the Sphinx has no nose. And Andrew got all the nose. Like, what the fuck?
You gotta slide him some nose, bro.
So how was it? I heard Egypt is kind of whack outside of the pyramids.
Oh, the people who built the pyramids could not have been the people who built Cairo. Cairo's a fucking dump. It is a fucking dump.
Really?
And the pyramids are the most miraculous thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
No, I mean, that was the UFOs. That was
Speechless.
extraterrestrials.
I have a different view on it now.
Let's hear it. I'm hyped for this, baby.
I don't think that human progress is linear.
So
I think the way we look at human progress is like apes become humans, humans learn how to use fire, humans learn how to, right?
So we might have been more advanced back in the day.
And doesn't
technology made us dumber?
Now, no, maybe technology didn't make us dumber, but maybe what happened is when a generation or like a civilization dies out, now we have all the information from that civilization because we have the internet, we have phones, we have communication, we talk. But if you were just by yourself on a patch of land, there's very few humans in the world at that time, and your civilization thrived and then died, no one remembers what tech you had.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why I kind of agree with that, because also when it comes to like genetics, right, we don't know what humans looked like back then.
Fam, I took a picture of this mummy. I have a picture on my phone of the mummy. This
12 feet tall.
No, not tall. Tiny. But their heads, our head like here in the back doesn't go back that far. If you look at that mummy's head, it looks, I'm trying to think of it looks like it's wearing one of those ski helmets, you know, that kind of go way further back so it's aerodynamic.
Yeah.
It moves way back, another maybe 6 inches further back. Now, I'm not saying that these early humans were able to like access that part of their brain.
How do you know they were human though?
Maybe they were
How do we know
alien.
they were aliens that died here?
Bro, maybe.
Yeah, you said it was tiny. The head shape.
I'll get a picture of it and I'll show you. But the head shape is clearly different. To me, that was the most drastic thing about it.
Yeah.
Clearly different head shape. But when you see the size of these fucking pyramids, man, I was speechless. I was literally fucking speechless.
I can't wait to see him in person.
You got to go. You go, you see the pyramids, maybe see some more pyramids down south, and then you get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But when you see the fucking sheer size of them, man, and how far they had to bring them, they brought them from 17 kilometers away. They didn't.
How far is 17 kilometers? Half a mile?
No, miles. Miles away.
Look up kilometers. I got a high school education, night school. GED.
I don't exactly know what kilometers are either, but think about that. Like, it's not like they just 10 miles, 10 and a half miles.
1 kilometer is 10 and a half miles?
No, 17. So think about it. It's like, it's not like they're just using the rocks in the area. They chose a specific area that was on a plain. It was high so that the water wouldn't erode it.
Yeah.
They knew exactly what the fuck they were doing.
It just seems so, and I always say this when we talk about being human, it just seems so physically impossible, but I'm only saying that based on the realm of my understanding and what I've seen.
There we go.
I don't know how human beings were back then, because isn't there theories that humans were much taller back then, and when you go inside the pyramids, you look at the hieroglyphics and they make these tall, skinny beings?
Yeah. No, it's possible. I mean, another thing is like I don't think that the pyramids were used for the reasons they said. And I also think they're way older. I don't think they're 4,000 years old because that puts them in biblical times.
Yeah.
And I think like all the biblical people want to be like, yeah, we made them shits.
Yeah.
Nah.
What do you think they were for?
Some say that they were like a power system and they used the same kind of technology that Tesla used. Remember that guy Nikola Tesla everybody talks about? Mm-hmm. And like how he had like a cordless power system. I don't know exactly what it is, but you can look it up. So it was.
How about Tesla that made the cars?
Elon Musk named the car after this guy Nikola Tesla.
Got you.
And apparently Nikola Tesla was like killed by Edison and like the power companies back in the day because he had another way of generating power that would be free. It would just be using like the fucking neurons in the air or something. Yeah. So they say it could be that. I mean, they say they built them using like water levees and canals. All I'm saying is you look at this thing and you sit down there and you realize what humans are capable of. And like, as we take the podcast to the next year and as we take our careers to the next year, I want to see peak human ingenuity. And I want to be inspired by that. I want to look at those pyramids and be like, human beings somehow got those fucking bricks to the top of that pyramid. There is nothing that I shouldn't be able to do. If they could figure that out, I should be able to figure it out.
I mean, the new pyramids are like Twitter, right? The new pyramids are Instagram. Like, seriously.
We were wondering what the new pyramids are.
They are.
Yeah.
Because all of that shit, when you think about 20 years ago, that's YouTube, whoever invented that shit, like, those are the new pyramids. Bishop T.D. Jakes always says, you have that in you. He said, when you look at a human being, a human being has that business in them. They have those pyramids in them. They have that social media site in them. They have something in them that just hasn't been pulled out yet, or they haven't pulled out of themselves yet. So humans are able to do extraordinary things, shit that make you look extraterrestrial. That's the type of shit you want to create, right? Yeah. Some shit where you be like, yo, nobody on this planet could have made that shit.
That's it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, I feel that way. I feel small, like when I'm like on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
And you just looking around and you like looking at this big body of water and you're looking up at the sky and you just like,
I'm insignificant.
Not only are you insignificant, but look how dope all of this is.
Yeah.
Like something created this.
Yeah.
But that something also created you to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That shit right there makes you feel a different level of worthiness, bro. Like I'm just as magnificent as this ocean. I'm just as magnificent as this sky. I'm just as magnificent as these trees, these fish that you see in the water. I'm just as magnificent as all of these things. Yeah. So you got to act like it.
Sometimes you need to like put yourself in the situation to know it. We can look at pictures of the pyramids and like we can look at things at a distance for a while, but there's something about like being in that ocean or being in front of the pyramid. It really puts things in perspective. Like when you make a movie or even when you build something, I don't care if you put a nail into a piece of wood and create a fucking coat hanger. There's something about going like, oh, I did that. I can do things. I think it's probably what people feel when they first start to lose weight. Like they're fat for a while and then they go,
ooh, they start to unlock that hidden character that exists within them.
I thought you said carrot. And I was like, there's definitely not
character.
any carrots in there.
Yeah. Didn't know you were there, under there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see. It was cool to be inspired.
Dope.
And reset like that.
Dope.
Yeah.
What do you think of George Lopez's comments
about
about killing Donald Trump.
What'd he say?
Well, you know, there was this fake story going around that Iranian authorities had an $80 million bounty for the killing of the president. That's the first thing we have to address. We've told y'all this on this radio. I said the radio. On this goddamn podcast for years.
Yeah.
When will we stop falling for fake news?
Yeah.
When are we going to stop letting the internet dictate our motherfucking thoughts and our actions? Who is actually doing research? Because when I saw that story, first thing I did was Google it to see what the source was.
Yeah,
I couldn't find a reliable source.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if this shit is real, bro. Like, where is this coming from? But the internet took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
Because we want to believe it. What do you always say?
Nobody cares about the truth and the lies more entertaining.
100%.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
wouldn't you like to believe your people built the pyramids?
I think we did.
I'm just saying, like, meaning your people, like, your people. Like, the
Black
Egyptians,
people?
the Egyptians that rolled up on these pyramids were like, yeah, we built that.
I'll be honest with you. If you want to talk
It
about
doesn't matter about the pyramids.
If you want to talk about narratives, I think the alien narrative is better.
It's better because you know you didn't do it. But what if someone's like, yo, Charlamagne, aliens actually really put all Charlamagne's genius in his head.
That's dope.
Yeah, you would like that.
I would run with that one.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
What if they're like, Charlamagne's not really real and it's actually an alien doing all that stuff?
That would be dope, because that would mean that would mean I'm doing such fly shit.
Yeah.
That him being in the Illuminati ain't good enough.
Right.
Him being gay, giving up that ass for these positions ain't good enough. An alien had to come down and put this shit in my head, and I'm fucking up the game so much that they had to blame it on extraterrestrials. I would actually like that.
Right.
But George Lopez comment under the IG account that says Iran offers $80 million bounty for Donald Trump's head after, and he said, we'll do it for half. And so now, of course, he's going to get that from the Secret Service.
As he should.
As he fucking should. Y'all know I love me a good joke as much as anybody.
It's not even a joke.
Leave the president the fuck alone. This ain't about Republican. This ain't about Democrat. This ain't about liberal. This ain't about conservative. He's the fucking president of the United States of America.
What's the joke? I don't understand the joke. If there was something clever about doing it,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think there's no clever way.
What's the joke?
I don't think there's a clever way to joke about killing the president, bro.
No.
I don't think it's worth it. I'm not saying it's no. I take it back. I'm not saying it's not clever. I see your wheels turning. That white privilege will not protect you from this.
I'm not going to talk about the current president.
The Secret Service will come.
I'm not talking about the current president.
They're going to send the men in black for you.
Say what?
They're going to send the men in black for you.
And then put that probe
Minorities get the Secret Service. White people get the men in black.
Because what they do to us, we got to forget.
I'm just saying, it's not worth it. He's the president.
Yeah.
There's not a president in the history of the United States of America who didn't get death threats and who the Secret Service didn't react to.
Yeah.
Donald Trump got just as many as Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Just as many people threatening to kill Donald Trump as they were threatening to kill Barack Obama.
Yes.
So I don't see the reason for him leaving that comment.
The only difference is that the people threatening to kill Donald Trump are like the liberal pussies that don't have guns, and the people threatening to kill Barack Obama were like loaded. They were stacked. Republicans got weapons. Bruh. They got the AKs. They got the 9s. Nobody willing to kill. No one's saying that they're going to kill Donald Trump has a gun or would even do shit.
I'm not sleeping on none of these people. Fuck the liberals.
Ooh.
And people that'll run up to you, give you a hug with that bomb on their back. God damn it.
Who are they?
Those guys from Iran. Okay, those guys I run from. All right, the fuck is wrong
They're not
with you?
getting let in.
Shit, I don't listen. I don't trust
Taylor. Don't worry
Taylor
about
held
it.
up something.
Taylor, don't worry. Yo,
About what Iran said about Trump.
no. There was like this Iranian. He was crying about like, we don't hate Americans. We just hate.
They probably don't.
They don't. Just like Americans don't hate Iranians.
No.
But if you come and want some smoke, you gonna get it. This is what I keep telling motherfuckers. It's like all these like hipsters are on Twitter now talking about like American politics and geopolitics. It's so pathetic. It's like they forget how history works. They're out here and they're going, don't poke the bear that's Iran. And it's like, we're the bear. Do you forget who the fuck we are?
I agree, but the smoke got to be worth it.
What is an embassy? There's multiple things.
It's a hotel. It's not that cool. It's about 3-star. Embassy Suites.
Embassy Suites?
Yeah.
Oh, is that who they attacked?
Oh.
They got one of them in Iraq? Holy shit. No, but like an embassy is your country's soil somewhere else. Iran has an embassy in America. We don't go in there. We're not allowed in there because that's their soil. If you attack an American embassy, you are attacking America.
Are we sure they did it though?
100%.
You know what I hate about these bad guys?
They admitted it. They said it.
I hate all these bad guys because they don't ever have no origin story. We started hearing about them
Yeah.
after we got them, and it's like, oh, he was a bad guy. He did X, Y, and Z. He did that. Could you lead us up to it so then maybe we won't feel so
You want to
so
know, like,
conflicted?
you want the whole like, what's it, Uncle Ben is killed or whatever?
When they did some shit, throw it up there.
Right,
Make it a
right.
bigger deal. So when y'all finally do go get these guys, because
Right.
every 5 years they go get a bad guy.
Yeah.
It seems like
You find a new one.
You find whether it's Bin Laden, whether it's Saddam Hussein, now it's this guy. Like,
It's all bullshit. But here's the thing.
what
like,
do you mean it's all bullshit? Like, they're not
it's
real
all
bad guys?
bullshit. They say it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, none of this really matters. Do you know what I'm saying? We're just there because we're fighting over the most powerful resource in the world, which is oil. Iran has oil. Like, you don't think there's bad guys in every other part of the world? You think there's bad guys in the Amazon fucking up people that are tribes? You think there's bad guys in Africa?
Yeah.
But we're like, oh, but yeah, you just kind of handle your shit over there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of bad guys in the Congo.
That's what I'm saying. So why does America, like you said, the greatest military powerhouse in the world,
Son,
why
if
was
you-
this guy such a threat that they had to go get him now?
It was a sign of strength. It was, yo, you're getting a little cute.
You don't think it's a distraction from the impeachment?
They were getting. This is what people don't want. People have such short memories. Do you know if Hillary was president, you know how much faster we would have been in Iran?
Yeah.
Hillary wants to kill everyone in that region.
You think she'd have got him already?
Already!
Yeah.
Look, regardless of how you think about Trump, he is an anti-interventionist in policy. He's get people out. Let's go. But if you attack an American embassy, you have the responsibility to protect Americans abroad.
Yeah, but
if you send a message that it's okay to attack an embassy, then other Americans that work at the embassies are like, "Wait, is that going to be us?"
But isn't doing what he did now contradicting everything he says about pulling people out? Because now you got to deploy more people. You got to put more people in.
If you come at the king, you best not miss. And by king, I mean America. If you come at the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, you better not miss.
Listen, that's the other thing. When
They
I heard
tested us. It was a test. It was like, yo, y'all been pussy. We've been doing whatever we want. We blew up some Saudi oil tankers. We shot down one of your drones. Granted, the drone shouldn't be on there, but it was nothing. There was no missiles on the drone or anything like that. But we shot down drone. They've been going to see how far they could go. And they went a little too far with the embassy thing.
I haven't spoken to anybody who said he wasn't a bad guy.
Yo, he's a bad guy. But this is the most important thing of the whole thing. Where'd they kill him?
Iraq, right?
Where's he from?
Iran.
Why the fuck you in Iraq?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Why you in Iraq?
I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea because the only thing I know about Iraq is the only thing that separates them is the last letter in the name.
That's it.
It's all Ira to me. I don't know the difference between Iraq and Iran.
Here's my question
being honest.
is why you in Iran?
Yeah, it sounds like they were cousins. Sound like they're right by each other.
Oh, they all are cousins.
Okay.
I mean, they're all coming from the same Arabic people.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
of course, I'm sure you can trace them all back to like tribal stuff.
So he
right?
can't be in Iraq?
Say again?
He's not supposed to be in Iraq?
Why are you in Iraq if you're not up to some nefarious shit?
We don't
You're
know
supposed to be in Iran.
It could be pussy. It could be food. Like, why are we just assuming this man's up to no good?
Persian girls are bad, bro. They got plenty of good-looking women in Iran, dude. You stay in Iran if you want good-looking women.
But I heard they got him at the airport.
What you mean?
I heard it was at the airport.
They keep him all at the airport?
No, I heard they got him at the airport when they took him out.
No, they were driving. They were driving. Yeah. They were driving on a thing. It was a sign of strength. It was basically
a drone, right?
It was a drone. This is what it was. It was, if you take our embassy out, we just want to remind you who the fuck we are. We will take down your number one commander like that, and not a single American troop will be deployed. But literally like that. So it's a message.
They figured out how to keep drones from working in those regions. The only reason I say that.
What you mean?
Because when Duval was in Anguilla, we were staying at this one.
And they wouldn't allow the drone to go.
The drone wouldn't move.
Yeah, because we invented technology. That's how, okay?
And the guy was like, well, it's too close to the airport.
It's like, how do they make fake Jordans? Because the same motherfuckers that make the real ones make the fake ones.
Yeah.
They got the codes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We invent all the shit, and then we sell everybody the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, you selling missiles to Saudi Arabia, you selling missiles or planes to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, we send you the fuck shit.
Yeah.
Once we make some better shit, you get the other one.
Chris, come here for a second. I want to ask you a question. I just want to ask you a simple question. Because everybody thinks Andrew's a Trump supporter. What do you think about this situation?
Chris, come over here because the camera's behind you.
I mean, we don't really have to see Chris.
Yeah, but
he's got a much better voice than face.
He's going to block everybody. Remember when people found out he was white?
Yes, they were shocked.
It was absolute shock. Yeah, everybody thought he was black. Yeah. All right, go.
Yeah, I mean, I see it a little differently. I think there is more than just a show of strength. I don't think the attack on the embassy was that big a deal in the scope of what's happening in the Middle East. I think Saudi Arabia and Israel are probably playing a much larger role in this decision
100%.
than that's being discussed.
100%.
It is true Iran's been like incredibly aggressive in terms of Iraq in particular. So you got to understand that the Iranians are Shiite Muslims.
Yes.
Iraq
Saudis are Sunni.
Are Sunni, and when Saddam Hussein was in charge of Iraq, it was a Sunni.
No,
he was Sunni.
But what was Iraq?
There was a Shiite minority.
But what was Iraq when he was in charge?
It was a dictatorship.
It was a dictatorship, but it was a place where everybody could live, regardless of your religious denomination.
Unless you're a Kurd, but he ruled with an iron hand.
like
Kurds
Steve.
aren't Muslims.
Oh, Kurds.
Right.
But if you were Muslims, you were Shia, you were Sunni, everybody was protected.
Right. So when he was taken out, that opened up an incredibly volatile situation, and basically it's still playing out now. Where Iran, you got to remember, Iraq and Iran were in a bloody, terrible war for like 15 years. I mean, it was a horrific war, one of the worst in world history, like really terrible. But now Iran has been asserting more and more influence over Iraq to the point where it's a lot of people, especially Americans in Israel, see them as essentially running Iraq right now.
Right.
So I think that's largely what this was about, which was trying 100%. To give them a lot of pushback in Iraq. I mean,
was taking them out worth it?
Well, we don't know.
We
yet.
haven't kicked him out because
no,
what's
you're
happening
saying
is
taking out the guy.
This
is my concern. If you look at Iran
100%.
over the last year,
you take one American life, you got to go.
Wow,
simple as that. What do you mean? What does that mean?
I mean, McDonald's kills way more people in America than
Jesus
this
Christ,
guy
you want
did.
us to nuke McDonald's?
But I'm just saying, like...
No, but is McDonald's not giving you a choice whether or not to eat McDonald's? Or do you make a choice to walk into McDonald's and then feed your fat self that shit?
And we have that choice, but we also have...
You don't have a choice when you step on a landmine.
What's this guy doing in Iran? He was up to nefarious stuff. You can also say, what the fuck are we doing in Iraq?
Guess what? Nefarious stuff.
We were protecting Iraq,
so you dealing with the most nefarious.
No, I get it.
So what happens if they vote our troops to get the fuck out of Iraq? What happens?
They're not going to leave. They're not going to leave. Here's this is my bigger concern outside of...
But you know why they did that? Because they're being bribed by the Iranians. Sure. The Iranians are bribing all the tribal leaders in the Iraq area, right? This is tribal territory. People don't understand what Iraq is. Iraq is not like you're going to Chicago or New York City. We're talking about very... I don't understand the right word. Like very primitive levels of living. We're talking about like I had a buddy of mine who was had a Marine troop there. He was in nation building for Iraq, and he had to introduce the idea of garbage cans. Like we're talking about very simple levels of life here.
But,
you know,
I mean, New York doesn't have garbage cans.
Every corner.
All I see is trash on the street.
Good, bro.
All I see is trash
You've been living good. If you're not walking on the street, bro,
everywhere. In
come
New York.
back to that regular life with us, man.
New York is numbers trash on the street everywhere.
Well, we got a lot of shit to throw out. I guess my point is, it's it is a very tricky situation.
For sure.
Absolutely. And I'm not saying that Americans are the good guys in terms of what our Middle East policy is.
Right.
But Iran definitely is not.
No, but my concern outside of whatever sort of retaliation ends up happening, because obviously if they retaliate in New York or LA, that's going to be a whole other story.
That's the scariest shit.
That's the scariest shit.
They're not doing shit.
No, I'm not going to ever be that cocky. I'm going to tell you why. We've never had a president this branded. Meaning that they don't have to strike.
Did you see what they did? They shot some missiles up in the air.
You know why nobody
got that little fireworks?
But you know why nobody got killed?
Why is that?
Because Iraqi soldiers tipped the U.S. soldiers that were in that base. And I know that because I got a guy who's got people over there.
There was minimal damage to the base. They didn't even damage the base. It was a fake sign of strength. You know what they said in Iran? They said 80 Americans died. What they're trying to do is show their people that they're not pussy, but they did the most pussy thing and let it go. They literally did hold me back. Hold me back.
But what would have happened if they hadn't gotten tipped off?
Say again?
What would have
happened? Nothing.
I don't believe that.
They're not stupid. We'll turn their whole country to a parking lot. They're not stupid.
But they're already willing to die.
No, they're not.
They do jihad.
Okay, but this is what I was trying to say. This is
they want to die.
They take some 11-year-old kid who knows nothing else. He has nothing in the world to do jihad. Not the guys that are living good. They're eating caviar, fucking pussy.
My fear with America always is sometimes we get a little too cocky and a little too arrogant.
You really forget we're the one that knocks, bro.
Yeah,
you remember?
But you forget 9/11.
Say what?
You forget 9/11.
What about? I forget it. I was here.
That's what I'm saying. So we can't get too cocky and think things like that can't happen.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
100% things like that can happen. I'm not saying they cannot happen, but what I'm saying is when they do happen, we are the craziest people on the planet.
Is it worth it though?
We think the Russians are.
But is it worth it? Is it worth losing all those American lives?
It's never worth it to lose American life. But if you take an American life, there has to be the highest consequences. A single American life.
That I agree with.
The fucking tidal wave is coming.
But the only reason I don't like to act super gangster with shit like that is because and I don't know, maybe this one hits a little different only because for some reason I know a lot of motherfucking soldiers. Like I know a lot of people that are going to be deployed. Like one of my homegirls was telling me this morning, she was like, motherfucker, I had a year and a half left. And then I would be able to pass off my benefits. I'd do my 10, and I'd be able to pass off my benefits to my child. Now this shit happens. So I might get deployed. And she like 25 years old. And then when you see these soldiers talk about, yo, I know that shit's all fun and games.
She's 25 years old, and she's been in the army for 10 years?
Well, not 25. She's like...
Which army is she
28.
in? ISIS?
Nah, she's like 27, 28. I think 28. She's been in... It'll be 10 years and a year and a half. So whatever that is. So, but then when you see these people talking online, and they're like, yo, it's all fun and games, but yo, we might die.
Yeah.
It's those of us who aren't coming back. Like, it's easy for us to talk and act cocky on the radio and on podcasts and like, America this, America that. We ain't on the front lines.
100%.
So
We are
just
on
like,
the front line. If you're in New York City, you're on the front line.
We are in the front line.
No. As long as you stay away from Trump Towers, you're fine.
That's the beauty. That's what they said at the World Trade Center.
But George Bush didn't have no branding. Trump got branding. If you really want to make a statement for Trump, you can like hit something.
What is America's branding?
What do you mean?
What is our branding? It's New York, baby.
Yeah,
the Big Apple.
But Donald Trump is Donald Trump.
Tower.
But Donald Trump is the guy that's out there talking that shit.
But they know they're not coming close to Donald Trump.
But you could blow up the fucking Trump Towers in the middle of New York.
All right.
And that's easy. That's a little easier than Freedom Towers and all that shit. Freedom Towers is kind of a little difficult to get in and out of.
All right. Hey, look, all I'm saying is, as New Yorkers, we are on the front line. It's not like we're not. And we have been here.
We've seen every Armageddon movie in the world, and New York is always the first.
It's never Monk's Corner.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to deal with this shit.
That's the place we try to drive to.
And also, New Yorkers, let's be real about this. It's Manhattan. It ain't Brooklyn, it ain't Queens. Ain't nobody going to Kew Gardens to blow shit up. You know what I mean? Like, it's Manhattan.
There was a plot for Atlantic Avenue once.
Say what?
Atlantic Avenue. They were going to blow up Atlantic Avenue.
What were they going to blow up there?
The train, the hub, Atlantic Avenue Station.
Yeah, that's I've always heard that about the train.
Who was going to blow it up?
There were some Middle Eastern guys who they caught them before it happened, but Atlantic Avenue was one of the targets.
Man, stop robbing them stores, bro. Can you stop robbing the fucking Yemen stores, man? These poor Yemenite people, they going through a hardship in their own country, then they come to Brooklyn, they open a deli, now they going through hardship over here. Leave them alone, yo.
I'm not sleeping on nothing.
Look, I want you to be right.
Yeah, I want you to be absolutely right, but I'm not sleeping on nothing, especially in this era. Because shit is just weird, bro.
Yo, it's global politics. We have to understand global politics are the prison yard. You know what I mean? And while everybody goes to prison, I would imagine, and they start saying, yo, would it be better if everybody just kind of gets along here, this, that, the other? And then somebody acts out. And if you go, that's okay, he was just having a rough day. Now you're food.
Well, then you also got the guys in the prison who want to butt fuck you just for the sake of butt fucking.
You know who does the butt fucking? You know who does the butt fucking?
Whoa!
Did you just fart?
Jesus Christ, Taylor!
What was that?
Taylor, I sound like right before they about to pop.
Yo, Taylor came into work today. Both her eyes are completely red.
Blood vessels pop.
Blood vessels
what
pop.
The fuck?
From what? You got a hemorrhoid?
I'm not doing this. I'm not talking about it.
Be honest.
No,
I want to know why.
It's
I think she getting beat up. Is a guy beating you up? I saw you on a. I saw you on a yacht. I saw you on a yacht.
Taylor, if a man is hitting you, you let us know right fucking now.
If a man's hitting me, y'all know that I'll be in jail, right?
Why?
Because I'm gonna kill him.
No, you be knocked out.
What
are you talking about? Yeah,
you were killing innocent bystander.
He hit you like a Curly and Sue. What is that? Boink. What is that shit called? Mo Curly. What was it? What were those guys called? The Three Stooges. Yeah.
Pokemon eye.
We need that sound.
Does it hurt?
No, I can see clear.
The moral of the story is George Lopez was wrong. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Stop threatening the goddamn president of the United States of America. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care if Bow Wow became the president of the United States of America. You can't say you wanted to kill Shad Moss
unless you do it funny.
Man, shut up, man.
If you do it, because I'll defend comedy to the death.
That wasn't comedy, though.
Say what?
That wasn't comedy. And by the way,
I agree.
If you're George Lopez,
there's no joke. We'll do it for half.
But why would you want to bring all that heat to your people?
Yeah,
you already know they don't like you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know they don't like Mexicans.
Not to mention, you're American. Stop working for half. You know what I mean? You acting like you're Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing these deals. You're on this side of the wall. You know what I mean? Like, George Lopez out here trying to undercut Iran.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Why are you trying to take brown jobs, George
up,
Lopez?
But it's real.
He's really trying to steal brown jobs.
That is fucked up. Like you absolutely reinforced the narrative about Mexican people and didn't even mean to.
Every Mexican stereotype. What did Trump say? They rape, they murder, they're stealing our jobs, and he's just out here like, hey, we'll do it for half.
We'll do it for half, bro.
Trump is right.
Come on, George,
you
be
walked
right into that one, bro. Don't let your emotions get the best.
Say
of you,
you're not
man.
doing it for any less than $15 an hour.
Jesus Christ, my God, Jesus Christ.
See, George, how funny killing a president can be if you want.
George Lopez, his name is Andrew Schulz. I'm sure you're familiar with him by now.
Yo, George is an OG. I love George.
It'd be a nice little Twitter beef to get into.
George. I love George. But be honest, George, you're not doing shit about Trump. Let's be honest.
Nobody is. By the way,
y'all not doing nothing.
By the way, none of us are. In this situation, in a situation like this, there is literally nothing we can do but pray and hope for the best.
Dude.
And if you're an atheist, all you can do is hope for the best.
That's it.
That's it. Seriously.
Yeah, what do you do in this situation when you're an atheist?
You keep going about your life. You drink your Starbucks, you drink your water. Because by the way,
are you pointing at me like I'm an atheist?
I'm just saying, if a bomb drops right now.
How do you know? I'm not an atheist.
I'm just saying.
Whoa. What just got coughed up right there?
If a bomb drops on this building right now, what the fuck can we do about it?
Listen, Taylor looks like it already got dropped on this building. I think you look like you going through it.
Like that's my I'm 41 years old. Yeah. I got about 40 more summers left. I'm not wasting my time on shit that I can't control, bro.
Facts.
I'm just not. So I'm not gonna sit around and stress about this shit. Like, do I want to see more troops going to war? No, because that shit hits different when you actually know these people. And it's not like I didn't know soldiers before, but it's different when you actually got homies that's in the military and people you know that's in the military. And
yes,
like you like
these are your lives.
I can't see you over there fighting like because it's real.
It's real, dude.
So I don't like this situation. I hope that nothing else comes of it. I hope that we made a statement, got rid of this guy. These dudes wanted to flex to show they're not pussy. Nobody got hurt.
Did you see?
I hope this where it ends.
Did you see Colin Kaepernick's statement?
No, what'd he say?
Poor Colin, man. He goes, when...
Let's read it verbatim.
Yeah, read it verbatim so we didn't get it wrong.
We can't, we don't want to take
This is a perfect example of like, you just do the research. Just do the research. You don't grab anything that fits into your narrative. You
Pull
just
it
do
up.
the research.
I didn't see what he said.
What's his name?
I was gone.
It was on Instagram, right?
I think it was on Instagram.
I was in Angola.
But he said, it's another example of, what is it? There is nothing new about American terrorist attacks against black and brown people for the expansion of American imperialism. Right? American has always sanctioned and besieged black and brown bodies, both at home and abroad. American militarism is the weapon wielded by American imperialism to enforce its policing and plundering of the non-white world.
What's the problem?
Do you know what Qasem Soleimani did for a living? The guy who they killed?
Never heard of him until he got killed.
This is his job. Iranian imperialism. Besieging brown people. Only those brown people were in Iraq. The point is, know what the fuck you're talking about. If you're going to grandstand about it, know who was killed.
So they took out a brown guy who
was doing the exact same thing we're doing.
Okay.
We're both fucked up. Simple as that. But like, but the point is like, you don't bother to research at all about what's going on in the situation. You're like, oh, this fits into my narrative. Well, here, I'll slot it right in like a video game, and then we're good to go.
Yeah. But meanwhile, he was what's his name?
Qasem Soleimani.
He was a brown guy who was oppressing other brown people.
Other brown people.
Sounds like a great point to me.
I don't know.
Let's pay some bills, man.
Okay, fine.
Other than your absolute best friends, who could you ask to bring you red wine at 4 p.m.?
Chet Hanks.
Sushi at 9 p.m. That's my guy.
Bomba Club.
Woo! And a breakfast burrito at 8 a.m., okay? Postmates. Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever you can think of, delivery service all year round. No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. Postmates will deliver anything to you. Download the app for iOS or Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery, okay? 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Postmates will bring you what you want within the hour. Anything you're craving, all right? Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the known universe with more than 25,000 partner merchants, okay? For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start your free deliveries, download the app right now and use code IDIOTS. That's code IDIOTS, all right? Credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Get anything you need, anytime you need it. Download Postmates and save with code IDIOTS. I don't know why people mad at Champagne Chet, bro. What's his name?
Yo.
What's the fucking Tom Hanks' son name?
Chet Hanks, bro.
What's his name?
Chet Hanks.
Is it Chet?
My youth.
Chet?
Chet.
Champagne Chet.
Champagne Chet.
Okay.
Big up the whole island.
Big
massive.
up.
That's right.
Boy,
Big up.
Coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want to say?
Oi.
Singing Father Tom Hanks presenting in a what? Soon forward come.
Oi.
Big up, tune in.
Tune in, where them scat tell.
I fuck with man.
Mash the boom boom.
I fuck with man. Man don't stump. Man is the son of Forrest Gump.
Man's
I fuck
the
with man.
son of Forrest Gump.
I fuck with man.
Yo.
I fuck with man. Man don't play. Man is the son of the castaway. I fuck with man. I don't know why they fuck with Champagne Check. What's his name?
Champagne Chet.
Champagne Chet. Whatever the fuck his name is. I don't see the problem. I don't know why we get so upset about certain shit.
Who's upset? It's hilarious.
I thought people were saying it was cultural appropriation. You know there's white Caribbean people, right?
Yo, first of all,
there's white
shut up.
Jamaicans.
Shut up with your
Have you heard
cultural
of Snow?
appropriation nonsense.
Informer.
You know she not a stomach I can blame.
Come the fuck
and
on.
Give him a man.
I'm right. Sean Paul was from the fucking Bronx, and he was Puerto Rican, and fucking was pretending to be Jamaican all of these
Sean
years.
Paul.
Nobody gave a shit.
Nobody.
Now when Champagne Chet come out,
Yo, Champagne Chet.
Shaba Hanks comes out. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is mad. Come on, man.
Yo, that's the new Vibes Cartel.
Hey, man.
Yo, that's the new Vibes Cartel, bro.
Hey, man.
Big up the youth them way out of Kingston. Me wake up this morning and me see the thing turn up. Internet gone mad. Respect, you don't know. The soon forward a yard. Booyaka, booyaka.
Booyaka.
Booyaka, booyaka.
JLP.
I like man. Man need
PMP.
dread wig. That is the son of the star of Big. Man, God damn it. Fuck with Chet Hanks. I don't got no problem with Chet Hanks. He got hurt. He got a Jamaican baby mom.
He does.
That's what I don't know if that's true. Could be just an internet rumor. I heard he got a Jamaican baby mom.
See?
So if you got a Jamaican baby mom, you see why he talking patois. That poom poom.
Make you talking
Come
patois.
on now. That fucking Jamaican poom poom. That shit squeeze squeeze that thing, man.
That's why you got to dagger it.
Well, let me see. Let me see.
Ooh.
Bring that over here.
Let me see that.
How you know that's her?
Oh, let me see the
It
you.
came out when I put this.
That's his babysitter.
Let me see. That's not his baby mom. Is it? Let me see. I can't see.
Hold on
I'm
one
gonna be honest
second.
with you. There's a shadow casting over her, and I'm not even trying to be funny. But let me see.
That's wax.
Stop!
What?
Stop! Stop!
Are we sure that's not wax? Hold on. I'm like, Taylor might be trying to be funny here, bro.
Yo, stop playing, Taylor. Okay? Me don't like these games.
I don't know if she wax.
Me
She
don't like
definitely
these
looks like she's from
games.
Linden, New Jersey, goddammit. She's from Linden or Patterson or fucking Newark.
Taylor,
All right?
get your internet box.
Yeah. Okay.
Get your internet box.
All right. Should adults be panicked over the possible military draft?
Say what?
Should young adults be panicked
You
over
know,
the possible
military draft. We got a military of like 1 million people, man. Come on, Iran is a very small country. Like, come on, like you're comparing.
Would you go fight?
Of course,
Really?
of course, absolutely, 100%,
Really?
absolutely.
You know they're making a draft till you're 40.
Whatever it is.
40's the
I
cutoff
feel
date.
guilty. I'll be honest with you. I feel guilty that I didn't earlier. I feel
Really?
like I should have done it. It's one of my great regrets in life.
You a real American, bro.
Yeah, I believe in this.
That's dope.
My dad was in the army, and I
Oh,
believe
wow, I didn't know that.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, he upped his own draft card. That
What does
means
that
they
mean?
drafted him. He said, "I'll come even earlier. You need me now?"
Wow.
He
Now,
offered-
wait a minute. What was he doing?
Nothing.
Exactly. I gotta know. I need some context.
Yo, but
it sounds way more heroic when you leave something behind. Like if you was to be like, "Fuck this stand-up shit, I'm going to fight."
Yeah. No, but he had a college education, which at the time was like, I mean, my dad's old. He's 75 years old. So if you had a college education back in the day, you can get a job in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And but he upped his draft card, and he asked to be sent over. They didn't send him over. They had him in an intelligence base.
Really?
In Baltimore, and they asked to be sent over, and they wouldn't send him over. And he's like, "I'll go over in any capacity. I'll like take pictures. I'll do whatever it is." But he felt like that was the war of his generation, and he wanted to know the truth. He wanted to know what was really going on over there, and his feeling was like, regardless of if you agreed with the war or not, he saw a lot of people having like anti-soldier sentiment. Like there were a lot of like people cursing at soldiers when they would arrive because they didn't agree with like the American imperialism of the war. And his feeling was like, you might not agree with like the decision to be there. You might not agree with the people who are making decisions to put us there. That's fine. But you can't ever talk about someone who's willing to risk their life for your safety.
You can't, man. Nah, man. And that's why even when I saw everybody making all those jokes on social media, I'm like, yo, all that shit is fun and games. But when I see people like dressed up in the camouflage and they doing these little sketches and acting like they're going to war, like, yo, I don't know if y'all realize motherfuckers really putting their life on the line for this shit. Like, it's people that's real. Like really terrified. Like, I'm getting deployed. Like, that shit ain't. I don't know.
Yo, but on the other
hand, I don't
hand,
get sensitive about too much shit, but that shit's kind of fucked up.
You got to also understand, though, there are people that are terrified. There are people who cannot wait. There are soldiers
that's about that action.
That are about that action.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch.
They are, let's go.
Yeah, put me
Beast
in the game.
mode.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah.
Cannot wait. They've been training their entire fucking lives for this.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another thing you got to realize what you're going up against. When you're going up against America, you're going up against a highly trained war machine. Like this, did you see that fucking general, what he said?
No, what he said?
Son, this general, holy shit. This guy goes, I'll put it right here. He goes,
we don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Holy shit. Could have left God out of that one. We know you got the nukes, goddammit. Whoa. That's a hard line.
So that's a bar.
You might have to take that to the street. You keep this fuck shit up, fuck nigga. Somebody else gonna raise your sons and your daughters, nigga.
Like, I'm trying to get that to happen now.
That shit sound as hard as Pac. When Pac said, my 4-4 make sure all your kids don't grow. Jesus Christ. At least they're not gonna kill the kids, though.
That's see, we're Americans. Dang, come on, right, Taylor? You know what I mean? Come on.
Oh man,
Taylor's eyes look crazy. You look like you took a big old dick, Taylor. That's what happens when yo, real talk. That's what happens when the dick too big.
I want you to show them your eyes first.
Please show your eyes.
Taylor, you owe it to the listeners.
Please,
Taylor, you owe it to the maybe somebody has a remedy that they can give you.
They might.
You never know.
You got to take smaller D's, yo. You out here trying to take these big old fucking
What if her
D's?
fucking blood vessels popped in her eyes because we haven't been doing the podcast, so she hasn't had no place to talk? So she's been like, I want to say something. I need to say something somewhere. I need to say something. What if that happened?
They
Taylor,
were listening to you on that boat that you were on?
This shit make you look kind of exotic, though.
Yo, you're stupid.
It does, for real, yo. It does. Maybe fuck that green eye shit, yo. You beat a black girl with red eyes.
Yeah.
That's just kind of hot.
Let me see.
It is.
Try to make
Can we see it?
I know what you're doing.
I'm being honest. I'm being totally honest. Like,
No, you got
like white eyeballs look kind of whack on you, yo.
It's true.
Yo, Taylor, I'm not even lying to you. Red eyeballs look kind of dope on you, yo.
Yeah, bro.
It does. It makes you look like
bro.
It gives you like an X-Man fight type of vibe. Like you might be a mutant.
Phoenix.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Oh, that's who had the red eyes.
Oh, you are the Scarlet Witch.
Can you?
Oh, you want me to show my Christmas gift that I got Envy?
Are these the cheeks that you were giving the gay guy?
Cheeks! I didn't give him the gay guys. I got this for Envy.
I thought you gave him
Envy
to
always
Elvis
says,
Duran.
Well, no, I took it over to Elvis because Elvis saw it yesterday. He wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Envy always says I'm his favorite asshole.
Okay.
So if I'm your favorite asshole, here you go.
Is that an exact replica?
Nah, it's a reimagining of what my ass could possibly be.
Let's see.
It's just a reimagining.
Oh, it's heavy, dude.
Oh
my God.
Hey.
Hold on.
Hey. Flip them cheeks over. Act like you did it before. Holy shit. Schulz flipped that motherfucker over, boy. You ready for prison, nigga.
Hold on.
Schulz is ready.
Hold on. I got a message.
Ready.
I got a message for Iran.
There's a bunch of Iranians hiding in caves right now. All right.
You can hide. What is it? You can run, but you can.
You can run, but you can't hide. See, I had to get the balls because I didn't want it to be gender fluid.
Right.
I wanted people to know exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be binary. Is that the word? Did I use the correct word?
Say what?
I didn't want it to be binary.
Gender binary?
Yeah. I wanted you to know exactly what it was.
Well, you just have balls. Technically, you don't have a vagina.
So what's gender? What's binary? I thought binary meant like you didn't have to be nothing.
I thought binary is you like dudes and bitches.
Oh, I don't know. No, that's bi. Binary.
Isn't bi short for binary?
No, bi short for bisexual. Binary is, look up binary, Taylor. I think binary mean like there's no gender attached to it. That's why I made sure to get the balls. Because if there was no ball.
Bro, you done did a good job.
Holy shit.
Hey, Charlotte, that's a good point you got right there. We need a Haitian to like make this a voodoo doll.
did it yesterday. Emizi's Haitian.
Did you feel it?
When people smack that shit, I be feeling that shit, bro. Oh, holy shit. What the
Bro, this
fuck?
is how Taylor's eyes turn red.
Taylor, that's what happened?
No.
Listen, I think this is a great Christmas gift, bro.
Right. Dude,
I-
it's
like-
weird looking into your butthole, dude.
Well, that's not actually my butthole. It's just a reimagining of what my butt could be. That's why when Envy asked me, he said, "Are those balls?" I said, "If you want them to be, because you may not want them to be balls. You may want them to be something else."
What, like labia or something?
I don't know, but that guy just walked to the door and he saw that shit on the front desk, and that motherfucker turned around. Whoever that was just now was like, "I absolutely came to the wrong room."
What
okay?
if you walked into the Breakfast Club, right? What if you walked into the Breakfast Club and you just saw Envy behind it pumping away? Could you come to work that day?
Well, first of all, you saw that white flaky stuff that was on there?
Yeah.
It wasn't on there yesterday. Okay. Gender binary is the classification of gender into two distinct, opposite, and disconnected forms of masculine and feminine. I don't know. Anyway, the moral of the fucking story is that is a great Christmas gift right there. Okay. Those are fucking cheeks, bro. All right. And I don't know why. I realize how homophobic people are over the past few months. Motherfuckers are very homophobic.
Keep talking. I'm going to act as if it's your butthole saying all these things.
Okay. I realized how homophobic people are over the past few months. I mean, come on. You give a guy some ass cheeks with some testicles attached to him, and next thing you know, people are saying that you're gay and you and the guy are in a relationship. Why would they ever think such a thing?
Scream something.
It drives me fucking crazy! Okay.
Dude, we got puppets.
I think this is the perfect gift to finally rid the world of fragile and toxic masculinity. You know how you got the Chanel love bracelet?
Yes.
That's cute and all. But now you can get a mold made of your butt.
Right.
Give it to one of your guy homies.
Yes.
And then when he gives it back to you, y'all are officially butt buddies.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
And do you have to use it first?
Nah, you don't have to use it. It's just a sign of respect.
Is your hair coming back in a little?
I hope not. It might be the PRP shots might have started jump affecting late.
Okay.
But it's just like, yo, it's like a sign of respect. This is the new Apollo log. When you walk in
gotta
this
rub.
motherfucker, I don't think you should rub it though.
What do you do? Slap it?
We men. Smack that motherfucker, man. Rub me. Don't rub me. Don't rub me. I'm a fucking man.
Yeah.
Smack that motherfucker. Okay? All right? That's what the fuck you do. Salute to Doc Johnson, though. That was a great... And I told NB I was going to get that for him. I didn't buy it, pay for that shit.
Oh.
I just told him I was going to get him that for a Christmas gift, and Doc sent it over. I like people that execute.
Yes.
He heard me say that in the interview.
Yes.
And then he said, "You really want that?" I said, "Yes." And I think that's a great gift to give somebody.
I can't even look at Taylor.
Why? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all were just complimenting me, and now y'all like, oh, no, I don't
Yo,
like
Taylor be so
'cause
jealous.
you're so beautiful.
Yo, Taylor
It's
saw that shit.
intimidating.
Yo, Taylor saw those cheeks, and she was like, "That's really your ass?" I said, "Wow, mine fatter than yours, right?" She was so
You got
jealous.
tight, didn't
She's
you?
already jealous that my hips are bigger than hers. She's jealous that my ass bigger than hers. Yo, Taylor's competitive, bro.
Yo, Taylor, do you think you got what Charlamagne got?
Yes, I have more.
No.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You couldn't get a mold like that.
What you talking
Your
about?
mold wouldn't set up like
You
that.
could fill that?
Like if you do like this, that shit is like a fucking pyramid, bro. Like that shit is like, if you do like this, you'd be like, what the fuck? You got to get down. Get down right here. I'm telling you, get down right here. Look at that shit.
Look at it from sea level?
Oh, shit.
Wow. From sea level is
Damn.
different, bro.
That
I'll be
shit
honest.
different, bro.
Yeah, that shit
Imagine
goes
looking
way
at that
up.
shit
That shit
laying on your bed. You're like, what the fuck am I going to
bro.
do with that shit?
Yeah, you can't. You can't. You might have to just tap out of that. Yeah, dog.
Like Martin on the Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I hate to start off 2020 like this, right? But imagine you walk into a room and you see something laid out on the bed and you're like, damn, that shit fat. And you like, what the fuck? Whoa, bro. I didn't know that shit was back there.
Yeah, the balls really.
Touch the balls, Taylor. Did you touch them? I did. Okay. You touch the ball, Schulz?
Yeah, I touched them.
All right, it's good.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Stick your finger in it?
No, I haven't penetrated the butthole.
Nah, Envy violated the fuck out of the butthole.
He did?
Yeah.
What he did?
That was the ill part about it. When that video went up yesterday, everybody was like, yo, Charlamange's gay, Charlamange's gay. Envy took lotion, rubbed the lotion on it. He fingered it in the ass.
How deep does it go?
Find out.
Well, hold on.
Find out.
Hold on.
Holy shit.
Bro.
What the
Charlotte,
fuck?
you could take some meat, dog. Hold on.
I would be a billionaire if I could fucking really take dick like that. Holy shit.
Yo, but now you got to do this if you really want it.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Why the fuck is that butthole so deep?
I don't know, dog. I mean, buttholes go all the way to your stomach.
I'm mounting that shit on the wall, though. I can't. Nobody will put the engineer ticket in for me because when you're here in a corporate environment, you got to put the engineer ticket in. They say you need something mounted on the wall. You got to say what it is.
Yes.
Maybe put a picture of it. Nobody will write the ticket up for me, bro.
Yeah,
I'm serious. I just want to write the ticket up and say, yo, this is what I need mounted on the wall.
I think that you deserve to get it. Say again?
Huh?
What's the solution? Just mount it.
No, you gotta put it on like a plastic, like a wood or something.
Oh, they all gonna mount it for me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. See, that's why I love working in a corporate environment. I saw people online saying that shit yesterday, and they was like, he should be reported to HR and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, bro, you realize this is radio?
Yeah.
This is fucking radio. It's not what you do for a living.
Yeah.
All right? You know what I mean? No disrespect to, everybody out there with a corporate job.
Yeah.
And it's a tad bit different rules apply when it comes to shit like this. That's all. That's it. It's not like I mailed it to somebody anonymously. You know what I'm saying? It was like Merry fucking Christmas, you know what I mean? And a happy cheek year. It was fucking, I gave it to my male co-worker on the air.
Yeah.
And I think it was a great gift.
It's content.
And Elvis Duran said the best thing this morning.
Yeah.
That's a very thoughtful gift.
You
don't think that's thoughtful?
Yeah, I think it's thoughtful.
That's thoughtful.
Because you listened. You listened to what he said.
He always calls me his favorite asshole. He calls me Thunder Thighs and all that shit.
So you
like
want
that.
to give him something to take with him when you're not around.
Boom.
I think that's, I think it's great. I think
Envy's
it's sweet.
dad texted him and said, Charlamagne's gay, there's no two ways about it. Papa Envy, yes, there is two ways about it. It can be two ways. All right? That's number one. Number two, if I'm gay, what is your son?
For liking your asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
He put lotion on it and put his finger deep in it and it smelt his finger.
I respect that because that's even much for me.
I'm
not going to even have a sip of my water.
I like the
after
differences in humor, bro. I do like the fact that
Gay, so what?
yes, that's true. I do like the fact that white people can play like that. And nobody
it's
gives
white
a
boy
fuck.
fun. It's the best.
It's fun. It's just fun.
It's the best.
It's just fun. Ain't even white, it's just fun.
It's the best.
Hey, y'all don't have a cultural appropriation on cheeks?
None. None.
Did you see Kevin Hart's special?
No, but I heard it was really good. People are hitting me about this.
His reality show?
Yeah, the reality show.
What'd you hear about it?
I just heard it was good, and like he has a lot of love for his team, and they're like, yeah, people just hit me up, and they're like, they thought I would really like it. Did you hated it or what?
No, I actually enjoyed it. I watched the whole thing on vacation. Kevin is a very interesting person, man. I think that we don't appreciate Kev because of the era that we live in, because we really don't appreciate nothing. Like it's a lot of goatness going around that we don't really appreciate because I don't know if it's because of social media and the fact that everybody feels like, they're so close to people, or I don't know if it's the fact that, I was talking about this over the break. I was like, yo, it's the fact that I know Kev and I've known Kev for a while. You know what I'm saying? And when you really, the inspiration hits different when you've witnessed the grind early, when you've seen, I didn't know him when he first got his sitcom and he did Soul Plane and all of that shit.
Right.
But I knew him when he was in the process of building himself back up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when I was doing radio with Wendy and Philly and all of these things like that. So the inspiration hits different when you see it from the ground up. So I wonder, even with me, do I not appreciate it sometime because I know these people? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wonder if it's about appreciation or I mean, isn't there part of you that's like, isn't there part of you that's kind of like,
are the cheeks distracting you?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No, that they're like, there's part of you that's like fascinated that now it's our turn.
Yeah.
In other words, like this weekend I saw two comics that I started with, kind of, like my generation of comics, one of which was here and did this podcast, but we did, Girl Code with her. And another, just a stand-up, who's a colleague, get Golden Globe Awards.
Who was the other one? I know Awkwafina was one. Who was the other one?
Rami Youssef for his show Rami on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
And
wow, I don't know him, but
yeah, he won best I think male actor and for a TV series or something. Like that.
I mean Awkwafina, man. Awkwafina has been on Brilliant Idiots podcast.
Exactly. So it's like, and these are people that are our generation, and now they're winning these awards.
That's just our generation. We've worked with them.
Friends.
Like, we worked on Guy Code. We worked on Girl
100%.
Code. I've done Awkwafina when Awkwafina used to do her show called The Talk.
Yeah, I did that with her.
The Talk. Awkwafina was on Brilliant Idiots podcast. The podcast was called A Tribe Called Queef.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, we know her. Like, that's homie. And then, I've always applauded her when I see her in certain movies. I'll retweet a post and be like, it really is dope watching the homie shine. But that Golden Globe shit hit a little different. It's different. Bro.
Like, I mean, I don't really care about award shows and that kind of stuff, but it is a symbol of like our generation has reached the position where these awards are going out to us. Like, we spend our whole lives looking up at like Julia Roberts or Brad Pitt or George Clooney. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking Idris Elba. Like all these guys that are like winning these awards, and then all of a sudden, we've become the generation of people to do these things.
And I love the hustle of Awkwafina because. Just like Kev, they all carved their own lane. Awkwafina was on YouTube rapping.
Yeah.
Like, she had a song called My Badge. Like, she was a rapper. Like, and that parlayed into, the looks on Girl Code. I mean, I don't know. I know she was on the internet. I don't know what came before Girl Code, but I know that's when I started seeing her when she was on Girl Code. Yeah. And I was like, oh, Awkwafina the rapper. And then that's when we, developed a rapport. But it's just like, that shit just hit different even with Kev, man. When Kev fell off and Soul Plane wasn't working and fucking, the sitcom on NBC had failed, he took it back to the streets and started getting on that motherfucking stage. And he was going to people in the audience saying, yo, let me get your email, let me get your email, let me get your email. So he built up this database and he kind of just built his shit from the ground up. So when I watched that special, I'm like, yo, Kev is a business, man. Like Heartbeat Productions, like Kevin Hart is an enterprise in a real way. I only had a problem with one episode.
Which one? What was it? I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say.
Well, me and we was watching it with my wife, and then I think it was the third episode when Kev allegedly got caught cheating. Allegedly got caught cheating.
Right.
I still don't think it was him in that video.
Which one?
The video where he was like, it allegedly somebody that looked like him was in a room. Mm-hmm. Whoever the man was clearly was drugged out of his mind.
Right.
Somebody was clearly taking advantage of him. That video. You remember that video?
I have blacked.
Black men don't cheat. That's why I don't even know who that guy was in that video. Yeah. But the thing about about that episode was so wild was, Kev was like, yo, if I had my boys with me, that wouldn't have happened.
Mm.
I think that you have to have a certain level of accountability.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he was trying to throw a bone to his boys, probably. Like,
you can't put that on your boys.
Yeah.
That's you just can't. The guy who allegedly set Kev up, one of Kev's ex-friends, totally foul. But you really can't even put that on him. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like in certain moments, in certain situations like that, if that was Kev on that video.
Who did it? Who set him up?
I forgot the dude's name. One of Kev's old buddies. I didn't want to say his name. They didn't say his fucking, that's your white side. Just speaking out of turn.
Bro.
Snitching, giving up information for no goddamn reason.
Fuck, bro. Holy shit.
But they didn't
giving us whites a bad name.
Exactly. They didn't mention his name in the Netflix special at all. But, I just feel like you gotta hold yourself accountable. You know what I mean? That could be the wife talking. You know what I'm saying? Because he had me in that episode when I'm talking to Gary.
Oh, you're in it?
Well, it's a clip from the Breakfast Club and I'm talking to Gary. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, I was talking to Kev and I was like, my wife was like, if you get on that radio and defend Kevin Hart, you a fuck boy. You know what I mean? So he kept that in. And I also love this about Kev. He's not afraid to be transparent. He's not trying to be perfect.
Wait, what's a transparent?
What?
Is that another one? Like... Is that when you pretend you got kids, but you don't got kids? What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? You could just be a parent without having kids now.
You was born a single mom, all right? But now you identify as a goddamn parent, all right? You don't have any kids of your own. No biological kids.
Come on,
but now
bro.
you identify. Now you identify as a mother of five.
It's hard to get this baby weight off. I just can't get this baby weight off. No, you just fat, bitch.
I'm lactating.
You ain't no parent.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, you gotta write that down. That's gotta be in one of your specials, bro. My God. But he's not afraid to be transparent.
Right.
He's not though. He don't be trying to be perfect. He's not afraid to put his flaws out there.
Yeah.
He gives you the good, the bad, and the ugly of his life. And he leaves you to be able to make your own decisions.
Yeah.
And I gotta respect that.
Yeah.
It's just something about that that's so dope to me, man. And Kev could have been the guy who went the squeaky clean route. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, based off everything that he does, the Jumanjis and all that shit like that, he could have just tried to be kid-friendly, but he don't do that.
I love it.
And I respect it.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the stand-up special.
Because it's not a life.
Nah.
It's not a life doing that, because when you're squeaky clean, it's not a stand-up, it was a documentary or whatever it was, or series, whatever.
Yeah.
But like when you're squeaky clean, you're basically putting yourself out there to be torn down. And when you say
Bill Cosby, anybody?
Of course, 100%. Yeah. There's a lot of people, right? It's like the cleaner you are, the more dirty people want to make you. So, but when you're dirty, when you're in the mud, like the rest of us, what you gonna do? Throw mud on me? I'm made of mud.
But Kevin is a little squeaky clean though.
He's done squeaky clean movies, but if you his stand-up's always been pretty clean. I mean, he got in trouble for some of his stand-up, right? I mean, the whole gay thing he got in trouble for. But in other words, like exposing himself like this, and even anytime you see him like in like radio or talk shows, he's pretty like candid. I never seen him not be candid.
Nah, he's very open. And I love the last episode. I was actually shocked by the last episode because it shows how they try to clean up old tweets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it showed the PR people trying to do damage control.
Really?
And Kev was like, fuck all that. I'm not doing that. Not like fuck it, like fuck that community. Like, I'm not going out here and being fake. Like, I'm not going to do all of these. I'm not going to jump through these hoops that y'all want me to jump through. I apologize in the way I felt like was sincere. Yeah. And that was that. And he stood by that. Yeah. And you know, you realize that he realized a lot of the error in his ways, and you see some of the things that he's been doing in order to advance people in that community. You know what I'm saying? Like the young lady on his team who is part of the LGBT community, she's one of his top executives, and you know, she spoke about how a lot of the projects that they have on the table now, they wouldn't have had on the table prior to this situation, because Kev understands the need for inclusion and diversity, and I respected that. You know what I'm saying? I thought because I think it's too much rhetoric nowadays.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, I like results over rhetoric. Or it's too much rhetoric. Results over rhetoric. It's too many motherfuckers talking. Right. Talking about what they're going to do and giving these fake apologies and shit like that. But who's actually out there putting in the work and really, like, doing actionable items that can benefit people? Marginalized communities, oppressed communities, whoever. Like, so I respect the fact that he's actually just out there putting his best foot forward. So yeah, I thought it was dope. And going back to what you said about Aquafina, it was two things. Like, that's why I love the New Year, because the New Year is when you start, it's when all the new money come in and all the deals that were about to close at the end of the fourth quarter, they close and then they get announced top of the year. Like, I love it. And so it's like when Amanda Seales got announced as the new host of The Real, right?
The Real. What's The Real?
The Real is the daytime talk show that's on, I think it's syndicated. I don't know exactly what, I think it's on Fox. Okay. But she got named as the fifth host. You know, they haven't had a fifth host since Tamar Braxton, so she's the new host. And the reason I thought that was so dope is because it shows that, like, literally nothing can stop the plan or the destiny that God has for you. Like, I don't give a fuck how many times people try to cancel you on social media. Right. I don't care how many times people on social media act like they don't like you or they hate your opinion, blah, blah, blah. All you're doing is helping the creatives. All you're doing is helping the disruptors. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Did they try to cancel Amanda?
They tried to cancel Amanda a million times.
Right.
Like, right. And for the past few years, they've always been on Amanda's ass about something. Right. But all Amanda's done is put her nose to the motherfucking grind, go out there on the road, do her stand-up, do her Smart, Funny, and Black shows. She was doing her YouTube TV shows. She was motherfucking on Insecure. It landed her the HBO special this year. Right. She ended up on NBC's Bring the Funny. She put out her book. Now she's one of the permanent co-hosts on The Real. So that opinion that you've been trying to cancel, that opinion that you have not liked, now you got to hear that shit every motherfucking day on a national level, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And these are all people, the one thing all of these people have in common, everybody I've named, from Aquafina to Kevin to Amanda Seales, they all carved out their own lane, and the industry eventually had to come to them.
Yeah, I mean that's what you gotta do. You gotta carve out your own lane, and at the end of the day, the people will decide. The only people that can really cancel you are the people.
In yourself.
Yeah, and yourself. But
you can fuck yourself up.
If people don't want to watch you, if people don't want to see
don't watch.
They won't, and then it's over for you. Like, you know, Artie Lang. You know who Artie Lang is?
Of course.
So like Artie Lang has been in and out of rehab, and I mean he's had like a really tumultuous, you know, last.
He's his own worst enemy.
Of course, and he'll probably admit that.
Yeah.
But the people love Artie so much
because of Howard.
Because of Howard.
Well, I'm not gonna say because of Howard.
Howard exposed him.
Howard gave him the platform for many, many years,
and he's so fucking talented. He's so funny. So I think he's a perfect example. It's like if he didn't have that connection with the people, nobody would take a chance on him anymore. But the fact that he has the people and they can't wait to hear him, then he can start a podcast the second he gets out of a halfway house.
Does he still have that
like
connection though?
100%. The guy can do shows. It's like it's deep with him because all those people that fuck with him, he takes them through his rehab.
Yeah, and that Howard Stern connection is so deep because Howard built such a cult-like following. And there's only, I mean, you got people in Howard's whack pack that you can remember. You know what I'm saying?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, fucking Angry Black Man. You know what I mean? Like, so Howard, Robin, and Artie, of course you gonna fucking know them.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Should we pay a little bills?
Sure.
Pay some bills. Guys, turn your dream into a reality with Squarespace. You know, we've gone over this. Matter of fact, it's time. It's a new year. You got a new business. You got a new idea. You got anything new that doesn't have a website, make sure you get a website for it. It legitimizes you. We say this over and over again. Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch your passion project. Okay? That's all it does. It's going to expedite the time. Okay? They have all these templates. They're professional. They're beautiful. You can customize them. You can make your own site, but without all that extra work and paying tens of thousands of dollars to a web designer to rip you off. Okay? All you have to do is you go to Squarespace. Squarespace.com/idiot. And guess what? You get a free trial. And Squarespace has powerful e-commerce functionality, right? So they let you sell anything online. You want to sell anything? You got an Instagram business? Put that shit online as well. Help you grow your site in real time. Everything's optimized for mobile right out of the box, which is very important because that's where most people are visiting websites on their phone. And you can buy the domain. That's a www thing. You buy that domain and you'll get the help you need with Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support. Squarespace empowers millions of people, from designers to lawyers, artists to gamers, even restaurants and gyms, to turn great ideas into something real. Head to squarespace.com/idiot for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code IDIOT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiot, offer code IDIOT. And we are back to the show.
I had something I wanted to talk about, and I forgot just that fucking fast. You said what?
No, what was the deal? Do you care about that?
Not really.
I don't care about it at all.
Like,
they're both 50 years old. What are we arguing on Instagram about, right?
Yeah,
we're
salute to French.
Instagram beefing? Like,
French is my guy. I meant to Google how old French was because I hate when like guys that are close to 40 keep using their young card.
Close to 40? He's got to be close to 50.
Nah, not French.
Come on.
Nah.
Huh? He's not younger than me.
French is 35?
He's younger than me?
So French is 35. He keeps calling 50 a dinosaur. How old is 50? Like, he's 44?
French is younger than me?
Yeah, if you're in the same decade window as somebody, you can't call him a dinosaur,
French is
bro.
35?
I don't know.
There's no... Where are you looking this up, Eden? Google lies. Look up my net worth.
How much this Andrew worth?
Oh, they had me early. Like Geico days, they had me like 7 million. I was like, what?
Ballin'!
I was like, MTV, we need to talk. Where is money going?
Yeah.
That's what they said?
An estimated 3? Go ahead, Schulz.
That's estimated. We out here estimating.
Yeah, I didn't care because you know why I didn't care? I don't be caring about rich people problems, yo. Like you're arguing over a Bugatti, like whether it's used or leased or how much it costs.
The streaming thing, that was it. He was caught faking streams.
I don't like that. That's a little closer to the ground for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear a lot of artists complain about that, not just from French, but just in general.
They say that about Cole, right? They say like Cole's army of fans will just leave the album playing throughout the night or something like that to get extra streams.
I was shocked to see that they had the top streaming artists of the past decade, and Cole was last on the list. I mean, out of everybody that was the highest streamed people, like Cole was like, he streamed like 21 million records. I was like, really? I thought Cole would have been way more than that.
I think that he has diehard fans, but he don't have all the fans. Like, I don't think some casual is going to go, let's listen to some Cole. But if you do listen to Cole, that is your motherfucking life source.
Yeah, he definitely has a Cole-like following. I mean, Drake had the most, of course, but...
Because everybody listens to Drake. My mom listens to Drake.
But look at all the different genres of music Drake delves into. Right. Drake would do R&B, he'd do rap, he'd do fucking the Chet Hanks shit, he'd do goddamn Afro beats. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Man.
Pon them things on. Push play. It's too Irish? Okay. Me no want no champagne, Poppy.
Yeah, you sound like Champagne McGregor.
Fuck. All right, how do I get more Jamaican with it?
I don't know. See, I always resort to the Geechee accent, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Charleston, you know, I born in Charleston, so it's kind of like, no, Gullah and Patois different. Ain't the same.
Yeah, that's way different.
Yeah, it ain't the same. It's not the same.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
No, Jamaican.
You do sound Irish.
Jamaican.
You sound like Golden Crust, bro. You sound like a Golden Crust commercial,
Golden Crust,
I don't like Golden Crust.
You don't like a beef patty from
Hell
Golden?
no. I think it's the most disrespectful shit in the world.
Don't you fix your mouth to talk about my beef patty? Don't you fix your mouth to talk about my beef patty?
Yo, shout out to everybody.
The oxtail and stewed peas.
Everybody in
some
T-neck.
rice.
Everybody in T-neck in Jersey.
And a weird Snapple.
It's this script in T-neck where you got like...
It's not a real Snapple, but it kind of tastes like Snapple. Tropical fantasy, we call it.
Listen, you got you ever been to T-neck, New Jersey? You've been to T-neck, New Jersey, right?
I've been to T-neck. I've been to T-ball.
Remember where I used to live?
Yes.
Around all the Jewish people?
No.
Down the...
Me no know no Jews.
A couple...
Me no know no Jews. But they're kind of similar to the Rastafari.
But up the street, there's
the Jews no shave the side their heads.
What?
They got the twisty things, kind of like the dreadlock.
Y'all know that he's Jamaican.
They got the twisty
Who's
things
Jamaican?
like the dreadlock.
That's Jamaican, yeah.
Oh, you Jamaican, Dwayne?
Of course he's Jamaican.
I would have never guessed.
Look, he's late every single day. He's got to be Jamaican. He got 15 jobs. He's got to be Jamaican. His name is Dwayne. Dwayne.
Why are you saying
What?
angry?
That's how he said, because Jamaicans are angry people, rascal.
No, they're not. They're actually some happy people.
No, why you think we smoke so much marijuana?
They're too happy.
We need it.
Yo, you going in and out of like 4-leaf clover, bro. Like you're going back and forth between motherfucking curry and 4-leaf clover.
My name is Donovan McIntyre.
Put some jerk sauce on that potato.
Put it on it. Me want a Guinness and a red stripe mixed together. Me no playing with y'all. Me no playing. Put a dumpling on my
Jamaican
plate.
Stout might be fire,
Jamaica.
though. Jamaican Stout?
More fire. More fire.
Guinness and red stripe mix might be kind of fire,
Jamaican
bro.
Stout. More fire. More barley.
But no, there's this strip in Teaneck, New Jersey. It's a great Jamaican restaurant called Island Spice, another great Jamaican restaurant called Reggae Kitchen, another Jamaican restaurant, and then it's like a Golden Crust. And Golden Crust be packed. I'm like, that shit's whack, bro.
Me don't want to hear it, Charlamange.
Yo.
Me don't want to hear it,
A Jamaican
Charlamagne.
Irish would be funny. Bob O'Marley? Bob O'Marley would be funny as fuck. Like Bob O'Marley. We might have to have a recurring Bob O'Marley character, bro.
I shot the leprechaun. But men don't touch other men's booty.
What?
Because they're homophobic in Jamaica.
Oh, got you.
Ta-da!
Ross Clutch, Body Boy. Body Boy.
Boom, bye-bye. Boom, bye.
Listen, what the fuck were we talking? Oh, did you see the Drake? Did you see the Drake?
Short-term memory is not good.
It's not. We was talking about Drake. Did you see the Drake interview on Rap Radar?
Me saw the thing.
You ain't watched that. There's no way Andrew Schulz watched that whole 2 hours.
Me saw the thing with Elliot and B. Dot.
Really?
Me like a B. Dot.
I thoroughly enjoyed
me like
that interview.
Elliot.
I thoroughly enjoyed that
getting
interview.
paler and paler. Elliot looked like the toast before you put it in a toaster.
No, he looked like the toast when you toast that shit perfectly, but you let that butter get in the center and melt, and it's that yellow circle right in the middle of the bread. That's what YN looks like.
Me getting orny. You know, Jamaicans don't be saying H's, bro. Me getting orny right now.
Listen,
I making no H, bro. You cut that H out. Me getting
what is it?
Me getting Ani. Me Ani. Put the butter on the toast, Charla. Put the butter on the toast. Keep describing it. Hey, Charla, keep describing the butter on the toast. Is it Milton? Is it Milton? Because you got to be ready to heel toe at any point in time.
Anytime, boy.
Heel toe.
You got to be ready to heel toe.
You got to be heel toe because the sand is hot. The sand is hot, Charlamagne. The sand is, the sand is hot.
Bob O'Marley. Listen.
I
enjoyed the interview though, man. I do want to.
Me don't want to look at your butthole and pebbles.
I do want to. You what?
Me don't want to look at your butthole and pebbles.
Butthole and what?
Pebbles.
What do you mean the pebbles?
The pebbles for the balls.
Oh. But no, shout out to B. Dot and Elliot, man.
Okay, what you think about the interview?
I thought it was great journalism. I think that's where Elliot and B. Dot shine. Elliot is an OG who's been in the game like 4 decades, and his background as a journalist for magazines. I think it really plays well when he's sitting down doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? He used to be editor-in-chief of XXL. He used to be I don't know what exactly his role was at the Source magazine, but I just think he's really good at hip-hop journalism. You know what I'm saying? And I think B. Dot, when you add B. Dot into the mix, you know, B. Dot is good at interviewing. He's good at having a conversation, but he's also good at just asking the questions that I be wanting answers to. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing like salacious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't going to be nothing like...
Correct.
Aggressive, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like as far as the artist, like the artist can really just sit down there and kick it. And I think that in this era of, which I'm sure that I've had a lot to do with, in this era of where you think that an artist got to wild out or spaz out or say something crazy, I think that we forget that sometimes just good old fashioned hip hop journalism is dope. And I think for an artist like Drake, that was the perfect place to go sit down, you know, and I thought they did a great interview. I
like those guys. I did watch some clips on it.
I
didn't watch the whole thing.
I watched mad Rap Radar interviews. I like my
but they're great.
4 of my favorite interviews of the past 2 years have been Rap Radar. The Jay-Z.
I like them here. We got to have them back on. When we had that conversation, they were excellent. I really like them.
The Jay-Z interview, the Will Smith interview, the interview with D-Rock, and the Nipsey Hussle interview are 4 of my favorite interviews of the past 2 years. If I had to rank a top 10 of the past 2 years, probably 3, maybe 4, those 4 would definitely be in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? And that makes up a healthy bulk of the top 10. So I really fuck with Elliot and I fuck with B. Dot. I thought they did a great job. I only had like one follow-up question. Only thing I would want to know is why does Drake feel like him and Nicki will never be cool again? Because he said something to that effect, like we probably would never be cool again. I would like to know why.
Wagwan with Nicki.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I said. I would like to know why he feels like that relationship, like they would never be cool again. Also, you know, I mean, I think they did a good job of having the Pusha T conversation, but Canadians, you can't make up your own rules when it comes to rap beef, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what, you know, he was kind of saying that Pusha went a little too far. And B. Dot said to him, like, well, you brought up, it might have been Elliot. One of them was like, you brought up Pusha's fiance. If you brought up Pusha's fiance, then all bets are off. And Drake was like, yeah, I get it. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I didn't like the fact that he's acting now as if Pusha isn't worth engaging. Like, Drake's the bigger artist.
But he isn't.
He's not. But my point is, you can't now act like you're the bigger artist.
Oh, he wasn't worth engaging back then either.
But you did.
Exactly. You fucked up. But now that... But what I liked about it is he said, look, I'll take the L.
He had no choice. That's just him being honest, but I'm glad he's being honest about you lost.
Yeah,
that wasn't out.
That's all I care about.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
wasn't
if
out.
you're saying I took the L,
Yeah.
and now he tried to like carve out his own thing when he was like, listen, I didn't get out-barred. I didn't get out whatever.
Yes, you did, Drake. You did.
Did he get out-barred?
Story of Adonis, you got out-barred. Absolutely, you got out-barred.
He got out-barred. I don't
And the Duppy freestyle was dope, but
Yeah.
majority of those were shots at Kanye. You didn't really have anything for Pusha.
How do you pronounce it?
Kanye.
Duppy?
Duppy. Duppy. Man.
The man.
Yeah.
The man put the Duppy on the left-hand side.
Yeah. So I... Pass the Duppy on the left-hand side.
Pass the Duppy on the left-hand side. Oi.
Hey.
Oi. Oi. Is that a sound? Give us a sound, Twain. Give us a good Jamaican sound.
Give us a good Jamaican ad-lib.
Give us a good Jamaican sound. Where's the dollar van? What? Medea.
What's that mean? Oh, okay.
Medea.
But that
Where's the coochie? Me want to dagger it.
Lord have mercy.
That's the name of the dance, right? What? Oh!
You want a dagger? Show some progressiveness in the Jamaican community.
Me no believe in progression. Charlamange, what's this nonsense you're talking? Me no believe in it.
Well, listen, salute to Elliot and beat that. I thought it was a great interview. Fuck what Joe Budden talking about.
What? Joe was hating?
Oh, Joe was hating so bad.
Because he didn't get it?
I had to tell Joe yesterday. I'm like, Joe, you sound so bitter. I said the level of bitterness and hate in your voice towards this interview is absolutely incredible. And I just think that, we all got to stop needless criticism of our people because we got to remember that jealousy destroys from within.
Ooh.
Just give it up. Just say it was like, you don't say things like, it was the best, worst interview. It was a great interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking from the perspective of somebody who's only been doing it for 21 years.
What was the critique?
And interviewed a lot of people. It was literally about nothing. He was just angry and upset, and that's fine.
Right. Why would he get the Drake interview though? Why would Drake talk to him?
I know when we did our year-end pull-up, he absolutely said he wanted it. He absolutely said during the pull-up, he was like, "Yo, Drake, we need to do an interview." You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I just think it's levels to this interviewing thing. And Joe Budden is not on B. Dot and Elliot's level of interviewing. He's entertaining when he's having a conversation.
It's a different skill.
It's a different skill.
There's a different skill being a shooter and being a support, like being a point guard. And they're very different things. And some people can do both. But like Howard is actually, I guess I always remember Howard as an interviewer, but I think there was a time where he was a shooter too.
Howard can get on your ass.
No. He can get on your ass, but I meant like you're a type of guy you can go.
Yeah.
For example, if they say we don't have a guest today, but can you just fill 20 minutes of talking?
Of course.
Light work.
Yeah.
But there are some people that need someone to play off of, and they're geniuses with it. Like Larry King. I don't know if Larry King ever just talks by himself. But if you give him someone else, he's going to get everything out of him. So they are different types of skills.
Yeah, Joe can definitely go. Yeah.
Very entertaining, fun, gets passionate about stuff.
Really, may
funny,
not know
witty.
what the fuck he's talking about.
But it's passionate.
90% of the time. But yeah.
People like passion.
Yeah, absolutely. It's entertaining to watch. But when it comes to interviewing, it's a different skill set that B. Dot and Elliot do very, very, very well.
B. Dot and Elliot are like skilled journalists.
Absolutely.
Joe's like a Jamaican accent.
he's Chet Hanks' patois. It's highly entertaining, but may not be authentic.
May not. What you mean may not be authentic? I'm from the island. I'm from Tivoli Garden. I'm from Tivoli Garden. That's my, what are they called, Dwayne? That's my Providence. No, it's not Providence. That's my... What do you call it? It's like your little town. My yard? No, it's like the name of these like little towns.
In Irish?
No.
What?
No, in Jamaica.
Ireland?
It's smaller than a city. It's like these
Village?
Parish.
Oh, parish.
That's it, parish. Tivoli Garden. That's where my people are from, Tivoli Garden.
Okay. In Jamaica?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Andrew.
Son,
this guy is so crazy.
I grew up in Jamaica, bro.
This guy is
I
so
spend my
crazy.
weekends in Jamaica. Right there off Eastern Parkway. You never been to Jamaica?
I spend my weekends in Jamaica with my kids. You're a transparent now?
I am a trans-Jamaican man. Look in the mirror, repeat after me. I see pride. I see power. I'm a badass
I identify as a Rasta.
I don't take no shit from nobody.
This guy is so stupid, man.
Cool runnings. It's cool running, Charlamagne. Hey.
As always.
Hey.
We got anything else? This guy is so fucking
yes,
crazy.
I do have something else.
Talk to me.
No, hold on. If you want to see,
let me tell you something.
Pure Jamaican.
Okay.
You just seen it. You just seen it.
Bob Marley's white brother.
Look Bob Marley has a white brother?
Bob Marley's half white, son.
Shut the fuck up, Angelo.
He's white. He's from England. Yes, he is. Why y'all hate on us?
Why are you shaking your head like
Why
that,
y'all
Angelo?
hate on us?
Because clearly, no, clearly.
Shut your white ass
yes,
up, Angelo.
Exactly. Dwayne said, if you want to hear a white man do a good Jamaican accent, and he said Bob has a white brother, and you jumped out there like, yeah. He still identified as a white man, Angelo. You're white. I don't care how big your fucking diamond earrings are in both ears. Okay? Let me see. I want to see this before we go. Let me see Bob Marley's white brother. I did not know this. What's his name? Bill.
No.
It's not Bill.
Not Bill.
Brad.
A Jamaican name, Bill. You crazy? No, what's his name? Trevor.
Let me see.
Let me see it. Pass me the phone.
I'm about to put it on the...
No, don't backtalk me, woman. Me not like when you backtalk. Me not like it.
Let me see. It says cousins.
Hold on 1 second. Wait a second. Let me zoom it faster.
It says it's the cousins of Bob Marley and what's the word? Indigenous.
I thought I saw a putty cat. I did.
Here's my brother Leonard is saying.
What the fuck just
again.
Here's my brother Leonard is saying.
It looked like
Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train goes off the tracks, pick it up. You want that to boy
and then stomp it, and then stomp it, and then stomp it. Bro, it looked like, when he was trying to say ingenuity, whatever the fuck, it was like God was DJing with you, bro. He said engine.
Yo, what if God was in heaven playing around for real, yo?
He might be.
What if he was up there like, what if he was doing that for real?
That's what he does with you.
That's crazy.
Every once in a while. Remember when you tried to say the other shit? What was he trying to say? Sucker and sacrifice.
Oh, man.
Listen. Let me tell you one time.
Yes, talk to me.
Listen. If you think Mans is a stupid, dumbass, idiot, you might be right. But if you think we say some smart things here, you think we say some genius things here, you think we brilliant, you might be right too. Did I do it?
Yes, now you gotta hit the thank you. Thank you for listening. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast.